Hello dear students, we are going to start our lecture 2 for week 2, course code 1105, English language teaching ELT. What we are going to discuss today, review of our previous lesson. This is we commonly have this review. Needs analysis, context analysis, a priori approach, Monby approach, humanistic approach, learner analysis, objective and subjective information. So our previous lesson we had dedicated with the curriculum development process, and in that process we found that needs analysis is the priority step. It's the first step. Okay, needs analysis, we understand by needs analysis as the needs or demands of certain reference group who are related with any particular language program, for example ELT. So these reference groups include parents, students, employers, foreign university admission centers, foreign job givers or providers like this. So needs analysis is a huge term which is not only a local but a global issue also. So then we will continue our discussion with needs also, needs analysis. There is a theory by Monby about needs analysis, and there is context analysis, a priori approach that we shall discuss, Monby, and humanistic approach, and finally learner analysis, objective and subjective information. So what is already done? Already we have discussed the facts behind CDP, curriculum development process, needs analysis, important factors of needs analysis, and curriculum development steps. Already we have done. Now we are starting with Monby's approach. So Monby in 1978, he has given us one format of needs analysis, that how to do the needs analysis among our learners who want to study a language or language related course. So he has given us 9 important points where we have to concentrate when we about the learner, especially about the learner when we want to take their or do their needs analysis. First of all, needs, first step is participants, means we need to have the learner's identity and language skills, their age, nationality, mother tongue, command of target language, similar to learner analysis. There is a term you find in the today's list, that there is a term I have given, learner analysis, that I shall discuss next. So it is related with learner actually. So you get everything from Noonan's book, page 14 to 22. All the clarification is there. So I'm giving you important key points of today's lesson from those pages. So participants' identity, their language skills, their age, nationality, mother tongue. For example, in Bangladesh, mother tongue is Bengali, Bangla. Command of target language, what is the command, how far the learner knows the target language. Then purposive domain, purpose means what is the purpose the learner, for what the learner is trying to learn the target language, that is called purposive domain. Setting, the to consider the environment in which the target language will be employed, whether in English medium school you want to join or want to use your target language skill, or in a bank or in any multinational company or any other site as a translator, or any other job where your use of English language is very much, that is called setting. Interaction, what type of people the learner will interact, mostly foreigner or local people. Instrumentality, it refers to the medium, whether the language will be spoken or written. Receptive or productive, receptive means reading and listening skill, productive is writing and speaking skill, whether the communication is monologue or dialogue, single or double, written or spoken, heard or read, and the channel, whether the communication is face to face or indirect. Dialect, the variety or the dialect is specified. Okay, we maintain our in our country the basic Bangladeshi dialect. Basically, we follow the Indians dialect of English language speaking, like that. So it is hopefully the dialect of the person who the way he speaks in English. Target level, the degree or mastery which the learner will need to gain over the target language. Communicative event refers to the receptive and productive skills the learner will need to master. Communicative key, to specify the interpersonal attitudes and tones the learner will be required to master. To specify the interpersonal attitudes and tones the learner will be required to master. So on these aspects, on these areas, we have to do the needs analysis about the learners. Now, Manbi was criticized for a number of reasons about his this development of needs analysis, because he didn't give emphasize on the humanistic approach. This is very important because humanistic approach is based on the belief that learners should have a say in what and how they should be learning. Okay, so Manbi did not give any scope for the learner to have his own opinion, to show his own opinion in his theory. So that's why it was criticized most. And on this place, humanistic approach was introduced, and this approach reflects the notion that education should be concerned with the development of autonomy in the learner. So humanistic approach always tries to give focus on the voices of the learners. The learners, the students can give their own voice about their own learning of a second or target language. Okay, that is English in Bangladesh. So that is the thing. And when a learner gets the power to give a voice, to show his opinion, to express his opinion in any program, that means that the learner is strong enough and he is an autonomous learner. He is what is autonomy? Autonomy means self-regulation. A learner can be practicing his own views, his own demands, his own targets when he wants to learn that. This is called autonomy in the learner. Autonomy means self-regulation, self-control. The learning, the education, the understanding, the learner can control. So this is a new term in ELT, that we should give the learner the power to analyze any knowledge, any part of education, any part of learning by himself, without the help of the teacher, without the support of the teacher. Wholly depending on the teacher does not make a learner autonomous learner. So a learner should be an independent learner. This is called autonomy in the learner, and this is missing in Manbi's approach. That's why his theory was criticized. And now a new theory is given, that is called the humanistic approach. Now I want to make a clarification from for learner autonomy. What is that? Apart from philosophical reasons for weaning learners from dependence on teachers, from dependence on teachers, that apart from philosophical reasons for weaning learners from dependence on teachers and educational systems, it is felt, particularly in systems where there are insufficient resources to provide a complete education, that learners should be taught independent learning skills so that they may continue their education after the completion of formal instruction. So that is very important, that after the completion of the instruction, after teacher instructs in the classroom, a learner can uh, do by himself the other part of the lesson. That is called autonomy. And whole dependence on teacher cannot make a learner an independent learner. It is more focused on learner's subjective information. So the thing is that we have to concentrate more on the learner's subjective information. Now we are going to be clear about the information that when we do the needs analysis, we have to depend on two types of information, that is subjective and objective information. And subjective, that refers to number one, you find here subjective information is here that number one refers to perceptions, goals, priorities of the learner. It includes, among others, information on why the learner has undertaken to learn a second language. Objective data is that factual information which does not require the attitude and views of the learners to be taken into account. The biographical information on age, nationality, home language, etc. is said to be objective. Okay, so you got the clarification of objective information and subjective information. When we do the needs analysis, we have to continue with these two types of information. Now I am proceeding to contextual analysis. What is contextual analysis? Besides needs, curriculum development should be based on analysis of context in terms of features, both constraining and offering particular opportunities for curriculum development. It is called strategic planning. Contextual analysis includes program mission, institutional location, expectation of the sponsors and higher level administrators, type and amount of physical space available for classes. This is the contextual analysis, and under contextual analysis we have all these things. Okay, if we have a program mission, what we want to do, then we can offer our courses with matching with this mission. So you see that Premier University maintains a vision, excellence in learning everywhere you find under the logo of Premier University, that is called the vision. And that vision has to be matched with this mission, and how and why and what we want to achieve in our want to have done successfully by our students, that is called the program mission. Then institutional location, your location is also under the matter of contextual analysis. And the expectation of the sponsors and higher level administrators, type and amount of physical space available for classes, all these things are under contextual analysis. And then the availability of equipment, the whiteboard you see in your classroom, the black marker, the duster, the books, the sound boxes, the laptops, the overhead projector, all these things are the availability of equipment, potentials for online components, characteristics of current and potential teachers, desirable linkages to business, agencies, other schools, possibilities for attracting certain student groups to a certain academic program. The entire analysis is ecological. It takes into consideration a wide range of factors. So in the contextual analysis, you find that everything is related with the matter of ecological things. And ecological matter is not one matter. Ecology, our ecology is built with the number of facts with what we are connected with each other. So this is very important. In my first week slides, first lecture, first week, I have mentioned that the ecological matter, language ecology. I maintain two types of resources, tangible and intangible. I hope you will refer to those things if you feel unclear about this. So you can go to that part. And finally, what's new to you of this discussion, why and how? So try to find at least few problems, confusions, um, in your understanding, and definitely your understanding will not be a complete one, a full one, a perfect one. Definitely feel free to let me know what are your problems, confusions. Okay, till then, be safe and healthy, and thank you very much.